Welcome back, guys, to Tales of Xillia 2. With more monster hunting done, we hand in some quests quickly here. Report completion. To 3 more, that's another 10,000 points on the board. Let's put it that way. Still 100,000 to go before our next level, though. Well, with that said, we actually took some more cat stuff and sent them off to the old Vicali mine so we could start to get these Lightroom spores, but we still need more, it seems. So off you go yet again, guys, because we're off to travel as well. Off to another world. But in the meantime, I've just realised my TP's out because of our battling.
I'll stay in the inn.
Let's rest at the inn quickly, make sure we are nicely topped up and ready to go. Rowen's story begins. I wonder what's going on in this fractured Fenmont. Well, that said, let's travel to fractured dimension number F4229 with a deviation of 0.77, you know.
No, really?
It's got a deviation.
Let's see what the people of Fenmont have to say.
About what? I don't know. Talk to the townspeople, you say? Okay,
Just in case they go, oh, that person's being weird, blah blah blah, usually.
Chief of Staff Ilbert's wife is Carrie, the younger sister of the king. King Nachtigal and Rowen have a special relationship.
They're a bit more accepting in this world then.
No, didn't Carrie die, or was Carrie the one that was lifted off? But Nachtigal is alive.
That too.
Nachtigal's alive is pretty much everything I need to know at this moment.
Yeah.
Well, the 40 Research Centre past here is a public facility researching spirit arts. Lately they developed a water-based spell which greatly increased the harvest in the Sheraton region. It's one of the pride and joys of Rashigal. I'm sure, but I want to know more. Carrie was a kind woman. She would even talk to an ordinary guy like me. I can't believe she's gone, so she's gone still in this world, but Nachtigal's still alive is the point. King Nachtigal's words are different from other politicians. I can just hear it in his voice that he's thinking about us and the future of this country.
Unfortunately, this game has a way of setting up our dearest friends as the ones that we have to kill in order to get back.
Well, still, this guy's got red text, so I think he's the one we actually need to speak to. My village got flooded, so I came to petition. I didn't think the king would hear me directly. And not only that, he promised immediate dispatch of emergency supplies and tax exemption. King Nachtigal is truly a great leader.
The Nachtigal of this world seems to be a wise and just ruler.
Then he might be the divergence catalyst. Let's go to Order Palace and see.
I think him being alive made him the divergence cat. Actually, to be honest, Agria wasn't the divergent catalyst.
It's like someone in our world, a really competent politician who actually cares and does his job. He'd be the divergence catalyst of our world.
Right then, Order Palace we're heading to. Let's bust on in. Excuse me, guards. No one seems to mind, it seems. We're just coming here to kill an old friend and
Elise,
king.
is something wrong?
No, I'm fine.
But still, it's what's going on with Elize that's really interesting. What is going on? Well, 4th floor we'll just skip to. We could check every room for treasure, but do you really want to do that, Becca?
I'm about to speak to a friend I'd lost, and yet I feel strangely calm. This must be part of growing old.
And you know what we've got to do, though, in the end, Rowen, if he turns out to be the divergence catalyst, right?
You might not be.
Technically, we didn't kill him the first time. This time round, though, we might have to do the job. Alright then, Nachtigal, sitting in your gigantic throne room that looks really cold.
Audience hours have concluded. Ilbert.
Surely I can drop by for a friendly visit without requesting an audience.
If I ever got to the point of turning you away, that would be a bad sign. That's quite the entourage. I presume this is something important.
No, just killing time on a sleepless night.
Well, I was fully prepared for a dreadfully dull evening. Shall we drink until dawn, like old times?
That ornament in your hair, how striking.
Oh, I never showed this to you, did I? It was a gift from my sister on the 15th anniversary of my coronation. A pity that it's now a memento.
Princess Carrie.
When wearing this, I can't help but be constantly reminded of the weight of my duty to our people. Even now, I can practically sense her wagging her finger at me.
I see. So, in this world, a simple ornament like that has kept you from straying from your path.
Hmm?
Things could have easily gone in this direction. To think that you and I might have lived out our lives as friends.
Rowen.
Wait. You're not Ilbert, are you?
Princess Carrie's ornament. Might I borrow it from you?
I don't know what your game is, imposter, but you're welcome to try and take it.
We've fought enough for one lifetime, but if I must...
Give me everything you've got. I want to see just who I'm dealing with.
I don't know about you, but I'm expecting
Yes!
a hard fight. And did you get what you wanted?
Imposter,
Go on then, Becca, do your thing.
Oh, what's going on? Why can't I control myself?
Oh, you've been changed.
You needn't
Change.
ask. My spear
Okay,
will
I've sorted it
cut
out.
clean the path for this country's future.
Well put.
But enough talk. There is no greater language than that.
How did a
of
firing
battle.
cannon come out of that? Right, time to use your spirit art then, or Elize's, depending on what you want to do.
If I can get it to work.
Do a linked art and hold down X. Not in time, but still, we've done tons of damage, and with your crazy powers, we can easily break through, can't we?
Hopefully. Again, it's the not playing consistently enough coming into play, I think. Also, it's quite hard to hit with a link cannon.
I shall exceed my limits. Shatter the skies. Air pressure.
I counter your counter with a counter, sir.
Punish the wicked.
I counter your counter with many a counter. Counter riposte, I'd say. And it looked like he might have been on the change using a mystic art there. So I thought I'd nip that in the bud a little bit. Don't know if you agree or not. There we go.
Let's do this.
Don't worry.
I think I'm too close to actually be able to hit him with that. Oh well.
Thanks for the healing attude there, Rowen.
Let's get some MP back.
I'm just being knocked around by that sword horrifically, and even with those power hits, we're not actually breaking through his shield. His guard is still very there.
Destruction.
Of a water element is not bad. His shield is extremely resilient.
Please provide support.
Maybe it's time to use the... Oh no, you've broke it through it. There we go. Stab downwards is all I can do.
Sharing is caring. Hope you don't
Again with
mind.
big water attacks.
Sharing is caring.
I can bring him back up again with my downwards attack. You knock him down, I'll bring him back up. Or he'll get petrified in the meantime as well.
I shall exceed my limits. Let us end this
No.
charade. All shall bend to my will. Demon's lance.
Well, that didn't do as much damage as I thought it would.
Don't worry.
But I was intending to do this.
Yay, Rowan!
Darkness freezes light, fitting for a world of impermanence. Grand finale.
Could it really be you?
Rowen, why are you smiling?
Just reminiscing on the past. A little nostalgia for an old friend of mine.
It's new, delivered the finishing blow, nonetheless. Right, a frozen king. Let's see what happens next. As no one celebrates yet again.
You're not Ilbert, and yet you possess the conductor's skills. Who exactly are you?
Just an old man who was to serve you loyally for the good of the country.
Loyalty to me? Tell me something. What do you think of Rashagal today?
I believe it is a thriving nation, a good one. The king leads his people, and the people support their king.
Suppose that I tried to destroy it all. What would you do about it?
I would do everything in my power to kill you myself, or die trying.
Some time ago, I asked the Ilbert I know the same question. And he gave me the same answer.
Are you certain?
I did tell you to take it from me by force. At the end of the day, I'm not sure who you are and where you came from. But you are Rowen Ilbert, through and through.
Thank you. Despite the unpleasant circumstances, I am grateful for the chance to speak with you again.
We certainly livened up a dull evening.
Luga, if you would please.
Are you sure or done?
You seem to always have to ask these things.
I think are you sure? Most of the time it's leaving them an option.
Yes, this world is destined for destruction. And besides, it is a world I've already lost.
But don't you want to hold on?
Indeed, very much so.
What?
Before I bid farewell, Nachtigal, please allow me to renew my vow to you. I will never retreat from my duty again. I will give everything to accomplish what must be done. And we're back.
Rowen, are you okay?
Oh, pardon me. Yes. Yes. In regards to that.
Can you spare a minute? Just follow us! Tipo! Shush! Please, let's head to the inn. Don't tell Rowen.
So leaving Rowen behind, we're joined by Mila it seems. Our cat has returned as well as thieving some gold. Thieving?
Not bad.
My English gets better, but we got ourselves a black dog's muzzle. We've completed the area, but we still haven't got the lightroom spores that we need.
Bye-bye!
Send it again is all we can do. To the inn we go.
There you are. Driselle here sent me a text. She said she's got something important to show us.
Just us! No Rowens allowed!
I apologize for the secrecy. Just read this. It'll be quicker.
Dear Elize, if you're reading this, then I have already shuffled off this mortal coil.
What is this?
It seems to be his will and final wishes. A maid found it hidden in one of the spare rooms. There's one for each of you.
Let's ask Rowen what this is about, or is he expecting to die during his mission for peace?
How dare they look through his private documents and read it? That is incredibly rude. I can't believe how crap that is.
Alright then, what should we do though?
Ask Rowen about it.
I'm not so sure I want to hear his answer.
We gotta be real delicate about this. Hopefully, this is just one big misunderstanding. Please, look after him for me.
Of course.
I'm counting on you.
Driselle, you look so pale.
Sorry. I'm fine. Everything will be fine. I'm not letting someone close to me die again.
People die. It's prudent to have a will. If especially if you have an estate. Oh, and finances, which he clearly does. You should have a will. That is a good thing to have. There are so many silly people who don't make them out of superstition, and it's such a pain in the backside.
Right then. So where do we move on forward now? Because we do not have the Lightroom spores. I was hoping to get them before this come around, but what actual bit does it actually fit into on this menu? Lightroom, thingy, spore, things. Is it bug stuff? No? Is it normal random stuff? Or is it special stuff?
Probably special.
How many do we have at the moment? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Well, we've got so much stuff in here. Oh, there we go. 1. We have 1. We need 3. So basically, we've got to wait for cats to appear before we can even do that contract. Which is kind of annoying, to be honest. Cats, come on, hurry up. But now we've got even more kill quests, it seems, appearing. Because that's the way it seems to be. At least they're refreshing now. Throughout the Let's Play, they kind of haven't been, have they? It's just been, well, missing that fact of it all. So what we got? Triglyph, we've got the main storyline, and we've got a sub-event. So I guess all we can do for now is head over.
Try and aim for the sub-event and not the main story just yet.
Right, so are they same location or not? Because no, they're at the docks. We could go back to check for our bonuses, but still, oh, we also got ourselves a skit here, the King and Elle. So let's watch that.
Mila, why?
Elle.
You seem unwell.
Your Highness, can I ask you something? What's your job? I mean, what does a king do?
If I had to sum it up in a single line, I'd say it's putting the needs of his people before himself.
Does that mean you'd be willing to die to save me?
No. A king cannot sacrifice himself for any individual, not you or anyone else. That would be an abdication of duty and a betrayal of his subjects.
Huh. Yeah, I can see that.
However, if I could save someone important to me by risking my own life, I would do so without hesitation.
But you just said you wouldn't die for someone. What's the difference?
In other words, I would do what your Mila did.
My Mila.
Yes. Although I imagine the Mila I know would have done the same.
But it made me feel bad.
You need to turn your sadness into pride for having been protected. Live a life that will prove to her that you were indeed worth saving.
I don't entirely get it, but I think I sort of understand. Thanks, Your Highness. Luger, I was just talking to His Highness about what happened. He sort of helped me through it. Kids probably aren't supposed to bother kings with their problems, huh?
No, they're not. Next time, talk to me. Oh, I'm sure he was happy to help.
R1.
Yeah, I think he was. Even though I'm just a kid, His Highness really tried to help. The kings in storybooks are mostly jerks, but His Highness is different. He's a good king.
Right then, I say then, with the episode end rapidly approaching, that we find out what our goodies are, rather than start the story, because we
More
can have it in
books.
one nice episode. What?
It's just books and cat food.
Just books and cat food?
It's always books
Mosquito
and
LU
cat
and cat food. Let's see what it is. Is it cat food? Is it books? You have a package. It's fishes.
Cat food. And books.
Recall me. We got friendship
Oh,
potions
and
and
this-
them.
I
And-
think they're a bit creepy.
Yeah, to be honest, they are. You're my friend now.
Here you are, drink this. Do you like me more?
I wonder if Cat Lady's got anything to say. To be honest, I imagine this room filled with cats, and they are appearing, that's for sure. But not as many as you would have thought for an 100 cat-owning household. Let's put it that way. Anything to say
It would
about this so
stink.
far? It would do. Did you know, depending on the danger dispatch your kitty on, the bonus will change, much like the eye of a cat. I'm actually pretty surprised that they're better at keeping a tight schedule than me, their own owner. I'm sure. Well, at cat location we still have 6 more cats to find. We've got cats trying to escape to find us more items. Good kitty. And we continue onwards next episode.
We really need to tell the RSPCA.
Yes, this place is terrible. Join us more for then and tales and stuff. Bye-bye.